It's a very special day, of course, for you, Craig. We saw earlier this year the launch of the new F-Series, the flipping fantastic trucks. And now we're in a situation where one of the vehicles you kept sort of a little sidelined for us on that launch day, the new FXR, the granddaddy of the range, has just been launched.
That's right. A bit of a sneak preview at the time, but now 6 months later, we launched it to our dealers and to the public for the first time. It goes on sale this month. So yes, we're pretty pleased that we're eventually completing the portfolio that we set out 2 years ago. So today's the culmination of that.
Okay, and this model is designed to fit into which particular segments?
It's in the extra heavy segment, the 26.5 ton upwards, multiple axle configuration in the 6x4, a single axle tractor head at 40 tons and 35 tons gross combination mass. And for the first time we've got an engine up at the 360 horsepower in the category between 460 where our Gigamax is, and at the top end of F-Series at around the 280, 290 horsepower. So it fits the niche very nicely.
And of course, we've had a few years of up and downs with regards to the industry and the economy as a whole, which brings us to some exciting times. This month, of course, you're celebrating your 4th birthday in South Africa.
That's right. A significant time of the year every time for us. So 2006 was our founding of Isuzu Trucks South Africa as a dedicated truck distributor. And yes, 4 years down the line, we're pretty pleased of where we are at this stage.
Craig, now the market at the moment, it's in a little bit of an awkward place. I think you referred to it earlier as a bit of a pregnant pause. We are facing, we're just coming out of the recession in theory, but facing the possibility of a double dip recession and a little bit of uncertainty going into 2011.
In our wildest dreams, 4 or 5 years ago, thinking through the way ahead, reflecting on it now, hell, we've had some interesting challenges. But going forward, I think we're in a little bit of a strange period of time. Moving into 2011, a little bit of a concern from my side because I think we're losing a little bit too much momentum from what was created in the World Cup hype. And I think we're suffering from a little bit of a pregnant pause in the economy around what's next and what the next key drivers will be to sustain that momentum.
Now, as far as operators are concerned, fleet managers and so on, I mean, they're obviously facing these uncertain times going into next year. They have to plan. How does it work in terms of for Isuzu Trucks and other manufacturers and importers planning for next year?
Very difficult. I mean, we're pretty much into 2011 as we stand here. From our cycles of procurement, we've already committed to material through February, March next year already, so the sausage machine's coming. So we've had to take a couple of views. I think some of the concerns are the imported problems from other parts of the world are the things that are going to impact our economy. I think just trying to understand what they're going to be and how they're going to impact is the concern. But at the same time, you know, we've had a really good run as a country in the economy based on compared to other countries. So there's positives and negatives. So we'll have to just, as we always do, run with the flow and take the punches as they come. And our economy is resilient. There's one thing South Africa can say.
Now, as far as local situation with the economy and everything else, things are looking pretty good, but we've seen inflation drop again in September. And there are things like the strikes, which are an ongoing concern to the industry and also to operators. But it does bring us into that situation of how do we look at the economy going forward?
I think again, one of the factors of maybe retarding the momentum we've all been hoping and expecting from World Cup, it has created a little bit of a ebb. And it's making certain customers and corporates who are planning forward a little bit hesitant in what their commitment should be early in the year, hence my pause comment earlier.
Your pregnant pause, but hopefully some exciting times ahead. Craig Uren, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks very much.